Ready? Good morning, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started with our special meeting regarding the airport. Today's date is April 22, 2025. The time is 9:01 a.m. In attendance are Commissioners Eberline and Matari. Commissioner Duncan is out today. Are there any changes to the agenda? Okay, hearing none. Public comment? Hearing none. Let's go to our first business item, Airport Advisory Board Meeting Minutes Update. And it's a discussion item, and we have our chairman of the Airport Advisory Board, Frank O'Connell.
Good morning, Commissioners. For the record, Frank O'Connell, chairman of the Coeur d'Alene Airport Advisory Board. We held our meeting on April 9th at 5 p.m., our normally scheduled time. We had everybody present except Phil. He was excused for that meeting. We really only had one item of business on the agenda for that meeting, and that was our annual rate escalation analysis that was prepared by Kim Stevenson and presented to the board. And we did unanimously approve both that increase, which amounts to 4.33% escalation in lease rates from last year to this based on 5-year moving averages for the last 5 years. And the other item that we had to approve was to move our tower fee from being in effect for just 6 months of the year that the tower had been operating to the new schedule for the tower, which will be 12 months a year. And that rate will stay at the $10 per aircraft above, I can't remember what the weight limit is.
8,000 pounds.
Above 8,000 pounds, it will be using the airport. We will have that resolution has to go to a public hearing.
Correct, yeah.
And will then be presented to you upon the 30-day.
2 weeks, so
Excuse me,
early
2 week
early
period.
May. It'll be before the board for approval and public hearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with that, we adjourn the meeting. That was the only item of business that we had.
All righty. Thank you. Any questions? No? I'm curious that I have March 12th meeting minutes in my packet. Are you referring to April 8th or
April 9th.
April 9th? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's just a discussion item, so it's not a big deal. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Okay, moving on to item number 2, general update from the airport director, and we have Gaston Patterson here.
Absolutely. Good morning, Commissioners. Just a kind of a general update. We are now getting into our project season out at the airport. Taxiway Charlie is due to start up here May 19th, where they're going to do that extension from our west ramp to the approach end of runway 6. So last year we began the project with the initial dirt work. Now we're going to actually go in and finish final grade and asphalt, lighting, and all the above and finish that project up. So pretty excited to get that going. That should be wrapped before we really get into our busy season. We're thinking early June, mid-June, right in there. Right now we're working with Forest Service and IDL to get everything prepped for fire season this year, getting the ramp agreements prepped, getting all their needs met for power, water, all that stuff. So we're looking to have more aircraft based at the airport this year for fire season, which will be nice for the community, have a little bit extra firepower there. With IDL, I believe they're adding an extra fixed wing asset and a helicopter asset with a full crew there. So still in talks with the Forest Service regarding their expansion plans. That's been kind of turbulent over the last few months just with everything going on in the federal government. But all of their leadership is still moving the ball forward, which is nice. They're actually looking to partner with the state of Idaho now in this facility. So between Idaho, IOEM, and U.S. Forest Service, they're looking to come together on that, which could make a pretty nice partnership and facility there for us. Outside of that, just normal operations, getting the tower up and running. We're still looking good for the May 1st date to start up operations with the tower. Advanced ATC has been working with us very closely and getting all of our letters of agreement with Spokane, getting the facility, getting the tower all up and running. So that's all on track to start up. It's definitely needed. We're starting to get busy now. So excited to have them going. Other than that, just normal maintenance and quite a few new hangars going in this year, just private hangars. They've been in, permitting process for the past 6 to 8 months. Starting to push some dirt on some of those, but pretty much just normal operations outside that. I can answer any questions if you all have any.
Thank you. Questions?
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Noise due to choppers and bombers. How's the public reacting to that?
When it's fire related or medical related, it's been pretty well received. I have received a few calls more or less wondering why a large tanker was flying so low over a neighborhood as it was departing. After explaining that was a fire, as soon as I say it was a fire tanker, everyone's like, okay, no issues whatsoever. We want the fire aircraft here. They're protecting our community. It takes a little bit of explanation. I get into more of, it's usually a hot summer day. The performance numbers are down on the aircraft from that. They're a lot heavier than a typical aircraft would be, so they tend to drag out of here a lot lower than a typical, private jet would. So after doing that education with them, they definitely understand. And then also working with the new tower company and our contractors, the fire contractors, we are working on different routing for them coming and going from the airport to really avoid overflight over a lot of the densely populated areas, kind of keep it more over the commercial districts. So, but I would say as a whole, as soon as someone finds out that it is a fire asset or a medevac or something like that, they're completely okay with having that traffic there.
When I used to be a firefighter, I loved that. That was
Oh, man.
invigorating.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. Pretty well received.
Any other questions? No? All right, that concludes our business. Moving on, public comment. Nope.
There's a fly on the back of that wall over there. It might
Yeah,
talk to you.
yeah, well, it has its chance. Going, gone. 9:08, meeting adjourned.